urgency of the operation left little room for ceremony. Bodies were hastily buried in shallow graves, over which quicklime was scattered to hasten decomposition. That bloody night would form the prelude to a period of terror, such as had never been seen before in Ethiopia. Selassie spent the first few weeks after his arrest in the headquarters of the 4th Army Division, where he was interrogated by his captors. Some of these interrogations were conducted by Colonel Mengistu in person. The emperor would survive his prime minister and the others who died in November 1974 by 9 months. After weeks of interrogation at the 4th Army Division headquarters, he was taken back to the Menelik Palace. By now, he was surrounded by only a handful of servants, including his butler, Eshetu Tekle Mariam, who stayed by his side day and night. A few weeks later, on the 27th of August 1975, Emperor Haile Selassie was dead. The next day, the military council announced to the public that he had passed away after failing to recover from a prostate operation. However, his longtime personal doctor, Professor Azrat Woldeis, immediately disputed this version of events. He revealed that the surgery had taken place months earlier, and until his last days, the emperor had been in good health. The emperor's butler, Eshetu, offered a poignant account of the final hours. On the night of 27th of August 1975, I saw Colonel Mengistu Haile Mariam pacing the corridor with another man near the emperor's room. I was soon ordered to move to another room, but I was allowed to inform the emperor of the decision. The next morning, I returned to the emperor's chambers to serve him breakfast. The first thing that struck me was the strong smell of ether. I found the emperor lying motionless on his bed. His face had turned a dark blue, and his pillow was beside his head instead of under it. Everything suggested the emperor had been drugged and suffocated in his sleep. Despite urgent requests from the emperor's physician to examine the body, access to the palace was firmly denied. In a final act of disrespect, Selassie was denied the dignity of a proper Christian burial. It was later revealed that Colonel Mengistu had the emperor's body hidden beneath the floorboards of a palace toilet. The remains were discovered and exhumed after the fall of Mengistu's regime in 1991. 2 years later, a mass grave was uncovered in the courtyard of Akaki Gaol, where victims of the November 1974 execution had been buried. On March 21, 1975, 5 months before Selassie's death, the military council officially abolished the monarchy. All imperial symbols of the emperor were removed from buildings, institutions, public squares, and official documents throughout